and we'll see who shows up. It has been a second. So hopefully notifications will be coming out here shortly, and then we'll do a little BSing, have some fun, and see what's been going on with everybody. Just looking at the calendar here, this fan left May 9th. Or May 10th. So we're at 7 weeks, basically. Let's see. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks. What's happening? Abigail's out there. What's going on, Abigail? Hope you're doing well from the cold state of Michigan, I think, which is probably really nice right now. But we'll wait for a few minutes, see if anybody shows up. They're thinking their phone's broke because it says Isyour6covered is going live. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the matches. What's up, Tim Reed? Something's up with the audio. Can you hear me? Or not hear me? Can you hear me? Just tell me that. How's it going, Provider Racing? Yes or no, Abigail? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? I think my car fixed this damn thing up or something. Yes, no? Can you hear me? Barely can hear you. Huh. Well, shit. I don't know what to tell you. Mute microphone. That's basically already muted. Cancel. Alright, let me see if I can redo it. I'll figure out a way to add. I appreciate it, Tom. Let me see if I can add a headset. Let's do this. Let's see if this works. Keep living the dream. This. I'm going to try. Let's see if I can get this to work. Battery's fully charged. Headphones, adaptive sound control enabled. Can you hear me now? Does that help? Tell me if that helps. Audio is better. Now I can hear you. Awesome. Thank you guys. Now I gotta wear these damn ear pro. Much better. Big countries out there. Hell yeah. So as most of you know, I've been headed all over the United States shooting matches, and it has been a lot of fun. I had a chance to meet a lot of people. Got a chance to meet, or not meet, but re-meet people I haven't seen in a long time. But I'm really excited for next weekend. So if you guys don't know, this whole shooting thing of long range was basically the fault of this match I'm going to this next weekend. X-Ring and I had flew out to Evanston, Wyoming for the Hornady PRC Precision Rifle Challenge, which is an AG Cup qualifier, which means smaller targets, and those that pay in can win some money. I won't be doing that because I won't be one of the top shooters, of course, because we're going against all the best of the best, which is going to be pretty awesome. Tried to shoot a mile yesterday. Awesome, buddy D. But when I went out there, it was the first time I'd ever shot long range as far past 700 yards. So the Tika, I think it's called a TAC 3A1, is built in 6.5 Creedmoor, and it was a really nice like hunting style rifle, or maybe even a tactical rifle. But I took that out to the match, had no idea of any dope past 700 yards, and basically learned that I had no idea what I was doing. And I walked out of there day one just completely flustered, mentally drained, physically drained, and it really made me want to be a better shooter when it came to that style shooting. And that's kind of the thing that put the fire under my butt and said, all right, Rick, well, you really suck at this. So why don't you practice and see how you can do later? So it's been a few years now. I think it's 3. I can't remember what year it is. I'd have to go back into my YouTube thing to figure it out. But I think it was 3 years ago. And as I'm sure most of you know, I've shot quite a bit of PRS, some center fire, but mostly rim fire. And now I'm doing these NRL hunters, which I thoroughly enjoy. But I really want to go back to that match and kind of redeem my soul and hopefully do better. I'm assuming I'll do a little better. God, I'd hope so after 3 years of practicing it. But it's been a while since I've shot a centerfire PRS match. But fundamentals and bag placement and basically, I think I'll do a lot better. I know I won't be one of the top 10 shooters or for that much. I don't even know. I think there's 200 shooters. So hopefully I can just get middle of the pack. Middle of the pack YouTuber would be great for a match like that. Some of you are laughing at that comment. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm just striving to get better than I was last time I was there. And I really think that I can do that just for the fact is I had a lot of issues besides not knowing what I was doing and not knowing any dope past 700 yards. And, just lots of things. I had mag issues. There's this thing that I call moon dust out there. And I actually had a little bit of it the other day at this last NRL Hunter match in Price, Utah. Was I in Price? I've been all over the place. Yeah, Price, Utah. Um, but it was making the bolt everything. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't function like it should have. And so besides not knowing what I was doing and wasting a lot of time trying to build some type of good stable platform to shoot off of, I was not able to fire some rounds just for the fact is that it wouldn't feed. So really hoping to go back this weekend and do a better job. So listening to this, maybe this will get you motivated or maybe to go do something that you sucked at. Maybe it's, I don't know, baseball, shooting, whatever the case is. But even though you got your ass kicked, maybe you've been practicing and now it's time to go see if you can do better. So I've been enjoying the hell out of NRL Hunter. It's been an enjoyable time. Just this last weekend was my 3rd NRL Hunter. I did North Dakota, Cody, Wyoming, and just got done with Price, Utah, and that was beautiful. Now, what's up, MCK? And what's really nice about these matches, this style match, is you were in the middle of, at least the ones I've been to, beautiful areas. Thanks, Brody. You're looking like in Cody, Wyoming, you're on top of this huge mountain range looking down into a reservoir if you haven't seen that video, and just beautiful lands all around. And it was amazing. It was really pretty. This last one in Price, Utah, I'm at Walmart, by the way, and it has been windy today. I mean, like windy. I just been parked. It's like the trees are like stuck in the direction that the wind's been blowing the whole time. But it is a lot of fun. It's a completely different style shooting than PRS. Everything out there is natural. You're shooting off of rocks or stumps, using your bipod and your tripod a lot. A lot of tripod shooting at the Cody one, shooting really far down and really far up. So you really had to find a good platform to shoot on. The North Dakota one, I don't know how in the hell I did it, but I was able to get first place in factory. And I was thinking, wow, I did really good. And I did really good that match. I was hitting a lot of targets. And I was kind of like, wow, I didn't know I did so well. And I think I was shooting against 8 people at the time. This last match I just shot didn't do very well. It was, we started off on stage 1, and then you kind of work your way around. And in the morning, the sun's coming into your lens objective, so it makes it a little tougher to spot stuff. It's just a timing thing. You either get lucky or you don't when it comes to time. Everybody's got something to deal with. Doesn't matter where you start. You might have more shadows here or whatever the case is. So everybody has a little things they gotta fight through. But that was some of it was spotting the targets. Some of it was I was spotting past targets when the deer, there was one, it was a huge deer. You had to shoot the vitals. It was white in color. It was like a billboard out there. I don't remember what state it was. And I'm looking way up here and I'm ranging my button just to kind of get an idea how far out I am. And it's all 1,300 yards. And I'm like, well, that's too far. And I engage the one target I can find. And then afterwards, he goes, "You want me to show you where the deer is?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, please." And he goes, he just points right down. He's, "I'll see in the meadow right there." And it was this deer that was glowing. I mean, all I needed to do was look down, and I didn't. So just stupid mental things like that. Um, there was one stage I got dyslexic for a second. I'm not dyslexic, but on that stage I was. So I was ranging. It said 687, and I wrote down 867. And when I dialed the dope for 867, I went right over the top of that target and into the mountain. And I'm like, I didn't even see it. And I was so stable, great trigger pull. And I'm like, there's no way I missed that target. I didn't argue or anything. I'm just like, what the heck? And then come to find out, I looked again and I'm like, oh, it was 687, not 867 or whatever. So just those little things. But when you're on the clock, shit happens. You forget what you're doing, or at least me, personally, me. But I've had a lot of fun. I've been able to shoot 22 rimfire match in North Carolina, the ultra match in Minnesota, the Rough Rider in North Dakota, Sheep Mountain NRL Hunter in Cody, Wyoming, and the Hornady NRL Hunter in Price, Utah. Tomorrow I'm shooting a midweek 22 LR match in Spanish Fork, Utah, which the guy that's running this one, or at least the guy that's on the practice score, was the brother that ran the sheep or the Hornady NRL Hunter. So these guys are putting on really good matches. There's a really good competition out here. A lot of all the top shooters are out here. But with that said, I'm really looking forward to the Hornady Precision Rifle Challenge and hope to do better. So that's kind of my bucket list, is to go back there and do better. But I'm sure you guys have seen, if you're not on Instagram, I've been posting a lot of stuff of all the parks I've been to. I had a chance to go to Mount Rushmore, see Crazy Horse. I was able to see the Badlands of North Dakota, Glacier Park in Montana, Yellowstone in Wyoming. What else? I got to go to a place called Thermopolis, which was in just south of Cody, Wyoming, which is like a big mineral spring uh, water area with a bunch of different things. That was really cool. Um, Buffalo Bills Museum, and a bunch of other stuff. I can't even remember half of it, but it's been an enjoyable time out on the road. The van's, as I like to say, a shit sandwich. It's messy, it's tight, but it works, and it works well. The refrigerator broke for a little while, and I had to throw all my meat and mustards and all the shit out of it. And then like a week later, it turned back on again. So I don't know if it just went through a defrost process or what, but the van's been running good. Got a couple cracks on the windows, but it's kind of Are you still with Microtech? No, I'm not. I left there a couple weeks before I was headed out. I wanted to go travel and enjoy life before, something happens and I'm not around anymore. I'm like, I don't really need to work per se, but it was time for me to go adventure. So um, that's what I did. Other than that, what else has been going on? I went to the RMAC. RMAC is the Rocky Mountain Air Gun Challenge, and that was really cool. That's actually just kind of down the street. I'm in Provo, Utah right now, and I'll be shooting tomorrow just down the road there. But that starts like early in the week. That started like a Tuesday or Wednesday, and I had some buddies that shot it. You guys may have seen the video, but Brady and Luke and Chris, those guys all brought home good money, and for air guns, I guess because it's international and all the sponsors are throwing in big amounts of money, and it's a very large event here. It's pretty cool to see all the people from all the different countries come in, but it was pretty interesting. I'm not a big fan of that whole bench rest style shooting. It was very boring to watch for the most part, but if you're gonna win 20 grand, if you have the possibility of winning 20 grand, shit, then maybe it's not so bad. Would you would you do Sprinter van again, or would you think of a travel trailer or fifth wheel? No, I wouldn't. I love the Sprinter van. If I was to do it again, I think I would go the next length bigger, even though you can't park in a parking lot without your ass hanging out. But just having a little more room in here would be better. Like, all you can see all this shit here. It's basically my closet area. There's a second seat right here that I took out. Um, Thinking about getting a subsonic, no doubt about it. Maybe some more storage in the back or something. I would put less shit on the roof. I like putting stuff on the roof, but I would want to jack up the van maybe a couple more inches, give it a little more height. And then if I ran the longer one, I probably wouldn't need any outside storage, but I would still run the bed sideways, even if I had the longer one. Well, you'll see with a lot of the longer vans as they run the bed lengthwise, which just burns up more room. So I'd still run the flares on the sides and still sleep this way. It's great having a shower and a toilet. It's great having a refrigerator when it works. No, I'm still super impressed with this thing. It's I've been putting a lot of miles on this thing, so it's been a lot of fun. I got a fly in here. I think I got him, hopefully. Um, but it's kind of cool just to catch up because I haven't talked to you guys a lot. There's a lot of people, not a lot like massive thousands or hundreds, but there was a few people that had recognized me from YouTube, and they're like, "Cool, man! I can't wait to see your next video coming out and stuff." And it's pretty neat to see that. And then there's some people, which I thought was a crack up, was because I'm on practice score. My name's Rick IY6C, so nobody knows how to pronounce a name with a number in it. So no, my fridge is electric TV. They're like, Rick, whatever. It's really confusing until I tell them it's a YouTube channel. Then they're, oh, okay, what is it? And so it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Get something trap, sport clay shoots, but I think travel trailer will save me some money. Now, if you have a travel trailer already, Todd, it's perfect. The things where I really like it is I can travel into the cities if I want, park in normal parking spots. Only thing I can't do is really go through drive-throughs, which is understandable because I'm 1 inch under 12 foot. I think I'm 11. So I'm not able to go through anything like that. But it's nice still having kind of a short vehicle, easy to turn around. There's a lot of places where I'd kind of go check stuff out, and then if I had something with the trailer, I probably wouldn't have been able to turn around. I would have had to try to back that trailer all the way down, like a road or something. A must have for the stuff that I do is the 4-wheel drive at Cody, Wyoming, 2 matches ago. we had to do some off-roading to get up to on the second day. We didn't even go up the heavy steep stuff like we did on the first day. So I felt comfortable taking the van, but it was a little sloppy in the mud. But it did well. It really did well. So, but being not top heavy, but having a lot of weight up there, having smaller wheels, it's four-wheel drive, but you don't have these big, massive mud tires on it. You can, and your profile's still pretty low. You don't have a lot of clearance, but you do compared to like a normal two-wheel drive one. So it helps, but um, it's been a fun adventure for sure. There's a lot of I met a lot of cool people. This in Cody, Wyoming, I shot a match with these guys, and they're all from Wyoming, really cool people. And I was like, these guys are cool. I started talking to the one guy, Brian. I'm like, hey, and I was thinking I had to shoot Hornady PRC this last weekend because they kept going, "Are you going to go shoot Price?" And I'm like, "No, I got to shoot that PRS match." And then come to find out, it wasn't until the next weekend. So I actually texted Brian and said, "Hey, you guys coming out?" And they did. They ended up all showing up. I was there early, so I signed us all up for the same squad, and it was a great weekend hanging out with those guys again. So it was a lot of fun. So you're meeting great people from all over the country. You're seeing people that you saw 5 matches ago, um, and you're seeing people that watch the channel before, and they're really cool about it. So it makes it nice. But it's been an enjoyable time. Would I do it again? Hell yeah, I do it again. And I'm actually thinking about continuing on. So when I head home in July for nationals, there's actually a couple more matches. There's one in Oklahoma that's it's an NRL header. I might hit that one up, and then nationals because I was lucky enough to get that first place in North Dakota. I'm automatically able to get an invite to I think they call it the Grand Slam, not the championship, but the Grand Slam. That'll be in shit. Sheridan? No. Where's that at? It's in Wyoming. I can't think of the town right now. My brain's not working. But basically, that'll be pretty awesome. So, I can Laramie, Wyoming, I believe. Laramie. I'm gonna go with Laramie. I think it's Laramie, Wyoming. So that'll be cool. Colin Fawson's putting that one on. Him and his wife and one other guy. It'll be neat to see him. And then the guys that I've been shooting with in Wyoming will be there as well. So should be pretty cool. Let me catch up on some of your guys' comments here. Are you reloading on the road or just load up the whole armory? Joe, I've been buying I brought ammo that I loaded for the PRC match for the PRS style shooting, but I've been buying boxes of Hornady. I bought let's see, one, two. I bought 4 cases before I left, so that's 800 rounds. And then I bought a case. I bought a case in, where was it? Oh, Salt Lake City, Utah, Cabela's, which was about fainted. It was $43 a box, I think. But I needed 200 rounds, so I did it just so I'd have enough in case there's another one on the way. Kind of just keeping some ammo available. But I have Indiana, so it's nationals for 22 NRL rimfire, and then after that, I'm going to Indiana for another NRL hunter, and I might sign up for that Oklahoma one as well because I need Oklahoma for one of my states to shoot a match in. So who knows? I don't know. That's in August or September. I can't remember. Let's see. So you got any other questions while I'm here? I'm gonna keep this kind of short. I'm at 24 minutes right now, unless we get a bunch of good questions popping up. Supersonic or subsonic 22 hour for longer? Subsonic. Abigail, Todd's right. Would you do the Sprinter van again? Answer that one. No. I appreciate it, TB. Thanks, Brody. Oh, I was talking to the Team Browning guys, and they're saying that they have a 22 out, and I'm like, I didn't even know you guys had a 22. You know, we talk about Anschutz, we talk about Remex, Voodoo, CZ, Tika. I didn't even know that they had one. What's up, Eric? Watch that drawer. It's too dangerous. I got it with a latch hook on it now. He's actually the one that helped me bandage it up when I cracked my head open on it in Nationals in Texas. Yeah, still no smoke in lead mining. It's been, I don't remember the date now, but it's been like 3 months or so. I have it on here somewhere, I think, but I don't know if I want to waste the time looking for it. But yeah, I've been doing, oh, right here. March 1st. March 1st, stop smoking. So March, April, May, and the beginning of June. Yeah, so 3 months. Hell yeah, I'm excited about that. Thanks for reminding me. Todd's going to do something similar next year. Awesome. I'm trying to catch up. Apologize. Of course, Eric's got to talk about the drawer. You should be able to write all of this off for business expenses. Yeah, I plan on it. I got a whole thing of receipts over there for fuel, food. I actually I filed an extension for last year because it was right during the time when I needed to go on some matches. So I still got to do last year's, but I'm going to write the van off and all the crap I did last year. So I'm really trying to, nice, lead mining. Um, 5 years is a long time. So I'm trying to do that. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. Expense being, oh, I'm a pro shooter now. No, I'm not a pro. If you could, that'd be nice. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, hopefully my tax person will figure out a way. Because if not, I'll find a new tax person. Because yeah, all the expenses of doing going to these matches and then making the videos is basically my proof to show that hey, I went to that match. Here's my score. You know, here's my video of being there. Here's the van I've been sleeping in, saving money, not using a hotel. And this thing's really handy. If I took every day and I did $150, say for hotel, and I don't even know what day I'm on, whatever 5 weeks is, you know, all this stuff adds up. No rental car, all that crap. I'm sure I'm not saving money, but it's nice having all your crap, you know, in one spot for sure. But what else? I don't have any really cool. I mean, it's been an amazing adventure, and I've shown most of it. Hotels are definitely expensive. Yeah, yeah, especially if what I don't like about it the most. Well, there's perks to having a hotel, and I'll go over that in a sec. But is they're usually out of town. Well, the ranges are out of town, right? Because obviously you're not going to have a big shooting rifle match in the middle of town. So it's, you know, it could be a couple hours away sometimes. So that 2 hours of having to wake up early for travel, like that all gets knocked out. I've been spending a lot. Let me save the thing. But when you have a buddy that does have a hotel that's close by, it's nice to take a shower where you can actually turn around. Because in this one, you're like in a little tiny box, and it's like, and then you're like, but you can't really officially turn around. I guess you could if you wanted to, but you're just kind of stuck in there. So, but I have it, so it's nice. And every time after the match, before ceremonies, I usually get a shower in, and I come back all refreshed, and they're like, "You took a shower, didn't you?" And then a lot of times I give them that smirk just so I don't have to say yeah, and then I get that look like you're an asshole because everybody else is all sweaty and stinky and full of dust and dirt and stuff. But That's the perk of spending $6 billion on this damn thing, is you get to have a shower at the match. But anybody else got any exciting news? Happy Father's Day to you guys that are out there that have kids. I know it's a day late. Best ballistic rangefinder for long range. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few. Leica's a really good one. I had a chance to mess with a lot of stuff this last couple of weeks with that. I will tell you that the SIG, so SIG originally made a BDX 3000, and then Vortex came out with a Fury, and those were about the same speed when you would range something. And then SIG just came out with, I think it's a 6 and a 10, or 6, 8 and a 10, or whatever the hell it is. And I had a chance to shoot, range stuff with the 10s, and it's very fast. I mean, like instantaneous, but the lens is stuck. They've got a really blue hue to them right now. I think they're working on changing that, but it's kind of like looking through the top of your window that has that like blue shit on it to kind of keep the sun out. It's kind of that feeling. Like it's, I don't really like it, but it's super fast. The Leicas were fast, but the ballistic stuff wasn't as quick. The one thing nice about the new SIGs is when you hit the button, all the stuff comes up at once, so you don't have to wait. So on the Vortex Furies, when I hit it, it'll say 1325, and then it'll say whatever your hold needs to be, or whatever you need to dial. So it takes a little bit. It's not as fast. I've been running tape on my turrets, and the day before, like at the 0 range, I'll spin up the Kestrel, I'll compass calibrate it, do all that shit. And then the weather, if it's going to be about the same, I'll just figure out what the dope is, and I'll actually write it on the turrets. So, like last day, yesterday, I didn't even run an armband. I just ran my binos, so it said 862, and then I would go to 850, and I had a 75, so I go in between those two, and then I would engage the target. If you're shooting tiny targets, there could be a point where you're going to miss just due to the fact of the turret in between the two distances you have. So I did every 50 yards, and then I put little notches in between for 25s. So I just kind of would guess if it wasn't like a perfect 825, 850, if it wasn't something like that, I would just kind of guess at it and would hit it or not hit it. The first day, probably didn't hit it. The second day, I did really good and hit a lot of stuff. But there's less wind, all sorts of stuff. What's going on? It's Cloud Kicker. Oh, what's up, Cloud Kicker? What's going on, buddy? I haven't heard that name in a while. But I like it a lot. It's been fun. It's kind of like a competition dynamics match. The one thing, like where you got to find the targets and all that, that's the part I really like, which is kind of nice to get back into that whole thing. I think it helps find stuff out in the field. And what's cool about the NRL Hunter is your first target has a sign on it. Now, I hope I get to do something similar next year. I was asking if you're going to do something like this next year again. Yeah, plan is to do it again. Probably do the exact same circle and add a few matches in there if they're about the same time. I don't want to be in Montana, Minnesota, all these places when there's white shit on the ground. Not having it. I want to enjoy the beauty when it's not snowing. Now, if I wanted to go snow skiing, then yeah, I probably want to find some snow, but I don't want to deal with driving in the snow if I don't have to. I remember the episode where you were messing around with an AK. Yeah, that's been a while, Ryan Fixer. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of shooting since then. I appreciate the comment. Just like anything, if you practice at something, well, we should get better unless we're practicing wrong. Now, it's been cool to see Ryan Rafferty. Got a chance to hang out with him in North Dakota, shoot some P-Dogs. Got to check that off the bucket list, which was really cool and exciting. But it's been fun. It has been a fun adventure. I brought lots of clothes and went to the laundry 3 times now. 2 times or three. It's either 2 or 3 times, can't remember. But I got a big old laundry basket, so it's getting full again, so I'll be doing more laundry. But I'm pretty good for now. Leave a like on the video for Rick. I appreciate it, Miguel. Yeah, it does help. I tell you what, mate. I think just because it's kind of a weird channel that doesn't do a lot of reviews on stuff, the review videos do really good. But I don't like reviewing shit that's already been reviewed. And I'd rather go shoot than do that. Yeah, I'll be making it back to nationals. Unless the van blows up or something, which is possible. You just never know what's going to happen. But no, my plan is to make it back to nationals and shoot that and see how we do. There's going to be a big influence of airgun rifle guys at NRL 22 nationals. I know Boyd Linder, his daughter, Travis is going to be there. Justin, I think, and there's a few, so that'll be kind of cool. These guys are going to be taking on the 22 guys. They have their own division, but they're going to be shooting. They're going to be shooting open, so we'll see what happens. See how they do. We'll see how they do. Right now, it's. I don't even know if this watch is right. I think it's 7:13 here, so it should be what 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Oh, I went and gave blood today. I donated some blood, and that's kind of interesting. I tried to go to one place, and I didn't know this, but it's 8:14, so it's 1 hour. If this watch is even right, I don't know what the hell time it is really. Where's my watch? Let's see what this watch says. 7:14. Yeah, so this one's right. Okay, so I'm only an hour difference. Yeah, it seems like I'm so far west right now. Oh, 9:14 at the beach. Oh, 9 on the East Coast. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was 2 hours. So I'm so close to home right now, old home, but I'm not gonna go visit. I can't even visit. I got shit that if I got pulled over in California, I'd be in the slammer. I think I have like 2 or 3 suppressors in here, magazines that are American sized. So yeah, I'm not gonna go visit any friends in Cali. There's another fly in here. If you guys have never had these before, this is the cracked pepper spits sunflower seeds. This is the big bag. I think they make a bigger bag. This is the 1 pound bag. These are good for traveling. I started off with this one. This is the little guy. So I'm like, I might as well buy a big bag. I'm gonna be on the road forever. But yeah, I can follow my tracks back from the sunflower seeds as long as the big rigs didn't blow them off the road. Every once in a while I'll throw one out. I got a chance to go to the Cody Rodeo in Wyoming. That was really cool. That runs for like 90 days. I think it ends, what is it? August 31st or something. It's crazy. It's every day there's a rodeo in Cody, Wyoming, which was pretty cool. Cody was a cool town. I like that town. I never got to Montana area. My daughter she goes to college up there. And I wanted to visit her, but when I was coming through, she was actually in California for a friend of ours' retirement. So I didn't get a chance to see her, so I'm gonna try to head back out here in August anyways. So it'll be a good reason to keep driving. Almost do like a, what would you call it? How long can Rick stay, like a competition? How long can you stay in a Sprinter van before you go crazy? Here's something I picked up a few months ago that I'm actually liking really good. I don't know the name of this belt. Let's see if I can find it. It's made in North Carolina. It's this logo right here. It could be upside down for all I know. But this is like a stiff belt. But see how it just magnets on, and then you have this little emergency pull lever, and it just works. It locks in. But this is the belt I run. I always try to have 2 magazines on me when I'm shooting these matches, just in case one goes down, I can switch to the other one. But this has been a really good belt the last couple of months. It's super thin on the side on the side you throw in your belt, or in your loops, and then this side comes around and bam, just clicks in. But North Carolina, if you guys need a tactical belt, it doesn't have like Velcro on the inside. What's up, +5? If you guys don't know +5, he is an artiste. He's a tattoo artist in California. He's a regular artist. And then he also does some pretty cool stuff. And I'm trying to remember the name. What is the name of it? But he has a tripod that he has. G-Code. No, G-Code's really good stuff. I have G-Code stuff. That has an inner belt. This one I actually thread through my pants to keep my pants from falling down. So I bought this one because it doesn't have the interior belt. And it was multicam. Death Squad, thank you, Abigail. Damn, my brain is not working well. But yeah, check out Death Squad if you guys are interested. He's selling all sorts of cool shit now. Go to his site and check it out. But yeah, it's been a good belt. Been happy with it. It's rigid enough, but not crazy. What other cool stuff did I get? I want a break. I pulled this off the prize table. I didn't shoot so well, but Odin Works. This is a titanium adjustable comp. Yeah, core belt's good. Pulled that off. I pulled off a Hornady Auto Charge Pro powder measurer, which is pretty awesome. And a Thunder Beast 50% off. And I was lucky enough to win a Beretta shotgun a few matches ago. So that's pretty awesome. And that's it for stuff off the prize table. Still chewing these damn things. A little bit of nicotine, no tobacco, no nothing, but it's keeping smoke out of my lungs, so I don't really care. Seems to be working. But what else? What else is going on? Any other questions? Damn, we're almost at 45 minutes now. That's pretty good. I bought a new lens for my camera. So some of you guys probably saw some cool pictures on Instagram. Let me get it out real quick. If I can do it without knocking the camera over. But I was in Yellowstone Park, or just outside of Yellowstone Park, and picked up this one, and this is a 150 to 500 And this has made a big difference at getting pictures. You might have seen the bear pictures. Those bears were way out there, and I could zoom in enough with the tripod that I could get some okay pictures. And then once I got them into the computer, I could zoom in because the quality was good enough that it didn't blur it all out. But this camera's been really good. Appreciate it. Yeah. But I've been doing a lot of pictures with this. Not so much video. I have some video and I keep putting it in a hard drive. And at some point, I'll make a video of all the cool shit I've seen. But there's a lot of editing that has to take place. So a lot of the video stuff you're seeing is off of a phone because it's just so much easier. And then there's no Wi-Fi at a Walmart for basically, so trying to download shit is almost impossible. But yeah, that lens has been a huge help getting good pictures. So I'm excited about that. I burnt the hell out of my face. My face is tan. Of course, I got a haircut too while I was on the road. That was cool. What kind of camera, Steve? That is a. I wish my brain worked. Hold on. As soon as I lift it up, I'll remember. For some reason, I can't. I'll just show it to you. Da da da. It's the Sony A7 IV. Really good camera. The only reason why I know about this is because, I got to give props to X-Ring. He was kind of in the market for upgrading his video stuff because he's got a large channel, and I always wanted to learn photography. So I'm like, you know what? I want to get one, and I've been having a lot of fun with it on the photography side, just taking pictures of wild animals and stuff, and like backdrop scenery, kind of landscape stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. This lens is a Tamron. It's not a Sony lens. This is what they had at the place, and the guy was telling me that Tamron, basically this lens comes out of the same factory as the Sony one. I don't know if it's true. I don't care. It wasn't as much as the Sony, which is cool, but these things get very expensive. Just this lens, I think I paid $1,400 for, so they're not cheap, and they make bigger and better ones. But this thing weighs a lot now with this lens on here. But it's got 3 different levels of, or kind of keeps your movement down. It's got all sorts of shit, but still learning it. I do have the filter on here, but it works really good, so it helps. But yeah, big kudos to X-Ring he didn't talk me into this. I just figured it would be nice to kind of follow in his footsteps, because when somebody has good gear, you might as well kind of follow behind them, instead of buying something that's not as good or is not made for what you're trying to do. This is kind of set up for actually videos. It obviously does photos, but it has a lot of good adjustable or stuff for making videos for YouTube. So I thought, well, I could use it in 2 capacities, so I was excited about it. So now I have it. And it's been really cool having it on the road, doing all the beautiful stuff I see. So what else? What else? Oh, check this out. So I was at the RMAC, the Airgun Rocky Mountain Airgun Challenge, and there's a company that sells these things. So these are called Firebirds. They're detonating targets. There's no mixture. This is the bigger ones. I bought 3 packages of those, so 30 of those. And then they gave me, what kind of Beretta did I win? I'll tell you in a second. And then there's these ones that are smaller ones, but they have double-sided tape on them. You stick them to something, and then you shoot them. And it's basically like little tannerite things. But you can get stupid, and you can put this many together and have a lot of fun if you really wanted to. But if you shoot it on the edge, it just smokes. If you shoot it in the middle, it kind of makes a loud percussion. And I'm not going to say the word explosion because I think that would be the wrong terminology. But, you can tell that you hit it. So I bought a few of those to have fun with, maybe do some videos with. So I figured that'd be kind of cool. The weather's been nuts out here. A couple weeks ago, I was getting hailed on, and somebody called it something else. I don't remember what he called it, but it was like the roads just turned white, and it wasn't snow. It wasn't sleet. It was a shit ton of round balls. I thought it's called hail, but what do I know? But it was crazy. I was waiting for my windshield to blow up, cave in, and it held up. So kudos to that. But the window's so sloped that it's just there's so much surface area. The thing's like driving a fish bowl because it's so big, which is nice for visibility. But I was going, this window's gonna blow up. Oh, that's right, Todd. It was. Let me make sure there's no number on here. Actually, they got my name and everything, anyways. It's a certificate of achievement for the 2023 NRL Rough Rider Rumble. It's called the Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. So it's a tactical shotgun, semi-auto. So it's pretty awesome. So when I get back, I'll have that sent to my FFL and maybe do a video on it. Holy Buffalo, Rick Tick, doing a live show. I had popcorn. I appreciate it, Drew. Thanks, man. But yeah, that was that. And then 50% off Thunder Beast certificate. I got this at the Ultima match in Minnesota. So, been having fun. Been getting some cool prizes. These are the best prizes to get when you're on the road, stuck in a micro van, basically, because they don't take up much room. That auto charger down there, right there, that red box, takes up a lot of room, and probably wasn't the smartest thing to grab, but I know a couple of people that can use it. So now, other than that, that's about all I got. Trying to think of some cool topics that I might have missed, but I don't know any. If you guys have never had a chance to shoot very sloped angles in Cody, Wyoming, you're shooting about down like that and up like that. And at that slope, at quite a bit of distance, I think we shot out to 1,000 yards. It is definitely different than what your dope would tell you. So the way around that for me was, well, first off, if this is 1,000 yards and I'm up here, if I'm this way, it's 1,000 yards. But when I go like this, it's probably only 800 yards, depending on the slope. So if I was up here and I ranged down here, it would tell me 1,000 yards if I didn't have my binos set up in the correct format. So there's a couple ways on the Furies you can change that. So my dope would have been way off. I would have been really high on a lot of stuff. So it compensates for that. So that was one of the ways of getting around, and I still missed a lot of targets, but that was one of the ways of getting around this whole distance thing. And it was a huge help. The one thing on a Furies, which some of the other binos are capable of doing, but the Furies are not, is when I range a target and say it says 826 yards, which was really 1,000 yards. I think it's called HCD. When you put it into HCD, I believe that's what it is. Could totally be wrong. I can't remember. But it compensates for it. But what's nice or not nice about it is it will not give you your holds or what you need to dial. So once you go into that setting, you really need to use an armband for that kind of shooting. Now, if it's flatter stuff like the last match, I put it back into normal, the ballistics one, and I was able to range the targets. And we did have some of this angle stuff, but it wasn't as crazy as it was in Cody, Wyoming. So I was able to range stuff and utilize, which I didn't even run a dope card the second day. Just used my turrets that I had already written them on, and it seemed to work out really well. So the battle was wind, trying to call wind in the canyons. It's pushing up, it's pushing down, it's doing all sorts of stuff. And just trying to figure that out was where you would miss your shots usually. You're either off left or off right, depending on which way the wind was blowing at the time. But it has been a lot of fun. How are you? Good, sir. My Ace tripod is still beautiful. Oh, yeah, there it is. We were just talking about that a minute ago. Yeah, check out Death X Squad. If you're looking for like a smaller hunter style tripod, like if you're gonna go sit in the field and wait for deer to come, or coyotes, or whatever the case is, it works really, really good for hunting scenarios. It's lightweight, you can pack it up, and you could obviously use it for PRS, but I think it's more for a hunting application is what I would use it for. Well, if there's no more questions, right now I'm almost at an hour, so that'd be a good time to stop. Plus, it looks cool. Yes, it does look very cool. Drew, good man. If I missed anything, let's see. I answered Steve's question on the camera, Todd's question on the Beretta. Abigail. Oh, Abigail built an upper for the first time and it actually worked. Nice. 13.9 barrel came with a pin gas pack. Oh yeah. Illegal guns are the most fun. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, other than that, unless something else popped up, that's about it. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Appreciate everything. Thanks for showing up. I know there's only 28 of us in here right now. So thank you guys. And hopefully if I see you out at the matches, which was really cool to see people watching the channel. It's pretty neat to see that, but it's been fun. It's been adventures, like Plus Five saying. It's been a good adventure. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad I've done it, and I think I'm going to continue to do it because it's just too damn fun. So maybe I'll tweak some stuff around. Maybe I'll buy a trailer. I don't really want a trailer because then I got to back up. I've suck at backing up trailers. I mean, I know it's not difficult, but I want a short one, and those little short ones get squirrely. But other than that, thanks for saying good luck for the competition. We'll see how we do. I'll come back. I'll give you guys an update on how good or bad I did at the Hornady PRC. I'm assuming I'm going to do better than second to last, I hope. If not, I'll just want vengeance again and come back and try to do better again. But I think I'll be able to pull off a little bit better as long as all my stuff runs. And I'm super excited about it. I had to buy a ticket from somebody that wasn't able to make it, so probably a lot of you may or may not know, but these matches fill up like that. Like as soon as they open up, they're full. The sponsors have spots, so those spots are already taken. And then just being a normal everyday Joe trying to get into it, it makes it difficult. So it's like instantly, bam. Um, so I was lucky enough to buy a ticket off somebody that couldn't do it. So now I'm super excited because I had planned on bringing all my stuff just in case I could get in. And thank goodness it happened. So I am going to be going and trying to redeem myself and shoot for 50 percentile. Let's just give it that. I'll take 50 percentile. 50 percentile would be good. We shoot against all the top shooters. So we'll just see how much better I have become in the last 3 years or so. So you guys take care, be safe, and see you on the next one. And if you get a chance, go to the national parks. They're freaking amazing. Any of them. Bye. Oh, now you guys all want to say bye. I appreciate it. Thanks again. See ya.